Hey, what's going on, vets? Markel here, back with another video. Still doing the Nomad thing. Um, First, though, I want to give a shout out to my man Mike. Mike sent me some information about the Department of Veterans Affairs teaming up with IBM, and I'm going to have a link at the bottom of the video for those of you who may be interested in this course. I believe it's free, but I think it's for people who are interested in IT. So the link is pinned at the bottom of this video, so you guys can go check that out. But it's the VA getting together with IBM for I believe it's a free program that starts in April. So you guys check that out. Okay, so the Nomad life, man, has been cool. Almost through it, second week of this particular video, and I don't really have complaints about it, man, but I have discovered that this is just not going to work for me because of the instability, right? Because moving from location to location is cool if that's what you want to do, and that's been on a bucket list of mine of being a nomad, just to see how it is. And it's not bad, and it really forces you to manage your money. One thing it does do, though, you got to be able to manage your money, because if you're going to move from location to location, you can't just be out spending willy-nilly, on certain things if your finances are not right. So it does forces you to manage your money, micromanage your money, in my opinion, more closely. But it's not bad. It's not that bad. But honestly, I like more stability, and I love being in areas that are a little bit more upscale than where I currently am. Where I am is not bad. I don't want to make it appear like I'm in a trash hotel. I got a nice king size bed. I got AC. I got a balcony, and it was pretty inexpensive for the area that I'm in, But I'd rather be back in either Las Palmas or El Poblado. So I think April 1st, if I end up finding a place, and I'll show you guys some photos of an apartment. I think I showed it to Howard and Mike and a couple other people, but I'll show you guys some photos of this apartment that I looked at. I'm not going to take this one. This is in Envigado, and I believe with the current exchange rate, it's between $1,400 and $1,600 a month. All utilities included, all the amenities like before. But I don't really like the layout of this one. For some reason, it just doesn't fit my eye, so I'm not looking at this one. But coming up in a week or two, I'm going to have another video where I'm going to spend a day going with my, I guess you can call her like my realtor, go with my realtor and go look at some apartments that are available and then pick one. Now, if I don't end up picking one, I'm going to leave Medellin and start flying to some other cities, which is what I had planned on doing anyway. But being 100% honest with you guys, man, my feet, my ankle, my knees, my back, I'm not cut out for this. I'm not. Like, I went out one day to the mall. We walked pretty much the whole mall, and I was cool the whole day. The next morning I woke up, man, ankle like a grapefruit. Couldn't put no shoes on. Couldn't even put on my walking boot. So it was like, I gotta just lay up and let the swelling go down, right? Got an ice pack. Tried that for a little while. It didn't really work. Ended up getting a heating pad. That worked actually better. The heating pad got the swelling out and having my legs elevated. So moved on from that, and then going up and down these stairs. I'm on the 4th floor technically, but it's like 8 floors up, because the way this hotel is set up, you have like 201, right, 2nd floor, but then there's 202, which is the 3rd floor, then 301, which is the 3rd floor, and then which is the 4th floor, and then 302, which is the 5th floor, then 4 something, and so on and so forth. So you get accustomed to going up and down the stairs after a while from doing it for a few times. But when you got issues like that with swelling and you moving up and down like that, yeah, that don't really fly a whole lot. So it's not bad. It's not bad. If I can get to a point where I can manage the swelling, I could probably do this for a little while longer, because it is cool. It does give you something to do. That was the main thing. And in the area that I'm in, going out and walking around where it's pretty flat, you don't have no issues, right? I haven't shown you guys the park. Before I leave this area though, I'm gonna walk down, show you guys the park and the whole area and areas I go and hang out. You know, there's a lot of seniors over this way that go to that park and they hang out in that park, and there's no problems, man, no issues. You rarely see the police, you rarely hear any issues going on. The worst thing that I've seen here was a accident, a motorcycle accident, and it was a solo accident. They freaking just slipped, like pulling out. It was like an oil spill or something. They just slipped, boom, and they fell, but they were able to get back up, get on the bike, and ride on off. But that's been the worst thing I've seen in this area. I haven't heard of any other issues. You know, as far as internet is a little shaky. Power's been fine, no power outages, anything like that. Hot water pressure here, hell, is better than my apartment that I had in Poblado. And then that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. But come April 1st, though, I am looking to move back into a luxury apartment somewhere, especially with the new rules with Airbnb. For those of you who are not familiar, they're not new rules, actually. The rules have been on the books. They just never implement them. As a matter of fact, the same mayor who was mayor a long time ago actually put these rules out, but they just never been implemented or followed, I should put it that way. And now they're going to really ramp up on the rules. As a matter of fact, when we went and looked at a place in Sabaneta, there was one that was being rented for Airbnb. The police had put a sign on it basically saying this apartment is no longer for rent because it's not registered with the city. So there's something they got to do with the city now. And not only that, let's say, you know, you're not knowing and you come here and you rent a spot and you want to party and you got all this music and all this stuff going, right? Before, they would ignore it because, you know, nobody really implemented anything. Now, let one or two people complain about your music being too loud and the guard goes up and verify it, they're just going to throw you out. They're going to throw you out and they're going to fine the damn the owner. So, yeah, you guys who still trying to come here, you better know what the rules are before you just rent a place, you know, or better yet, go to a hotel. That's probably going to be most people's best bet to stay out of situations like that. If you're trying to party and do all that, you better off going to a hotel. Do not go to a residential area with that stuff anymore. That ain't going to fly. That's not going to fly no more. Okay. Other than that, man, as far as VA stuff going on, man, there hasn't been a whole lot. They've been doing a lot of education when it comes to homelessness and what vets can do to try to reach out and talk to a coordinator. Now, I will say this because I've done a series of videos before where I talked about places that you could possibly go, people you could possibly talk to, whether it's with the VA or with your state. And people have had issues when it comes to finding a place. Let me say this before I go any further, man. Attitude. Look, I know a lot of us get frustrated with a lot of things at the Department of Veterans Affairs. We all get frustrated. But believe me when I tell you, as somebody who has worked there, even though you're frustrated, the person in front of you is not making the decisions. The VA is very good at hiding people who makes the decisions in the back that you never see, that you never talk to. When you call the VA personnel on the phone, the person you cussing here had nothing to do with your claim. Now they can help delay your claim, but they got nothing to do with making a decision. When you go to the hospital, okay, and the person that you're checking in with, that you're getting mad at because the doctor's not on time, they got nothing to do with that. Nothing. So even though it may make you feel good to cuss these people out, you may feel temporarily like, man, I told them. You told a lowly employee that makes no decisions, who's going to write something down in your file that's going to make it even harder for you the next time around. It's simply what you're doing. But when it comes to housing, guys, it's a complicated situation because everybody's situation is different and unique. There are some veterans who just have, you know, physical issues. They don't have mental health issues. and sometimes there's no space available. But that doesn't mean you should let the VA or your state off the hook, because they're supposed to have places provided for you. That's number one. I keep telling you all, if you cannot get help that you need at the VA, you got to use your resources. Your resources are your council person in your city you're in, contacting your local congressperson or your local senator, get them involved, and last but not least, go to the press. Go to the press. They're gonna write a story that's gonna embarrass these departments, and they're gonna move. Trust me, they're gonna move. They're not gonna want to let stories go out there like that in the general public. So you have to use your resources, guys. Got to use your resources. If you don't use your resources and you sitting there going, well, man, I went and they this and they that. Okay, what else did you do besides complain? Because complaining ain't doing you no good. It's just giving you a headache. The people that you're talking to are tired of hearing it. Do something else. And I'm telling you your resources that you can use, or even call the White House, the 800 number for the White House. A simple Google search, VA hotline number for the White House. Call them. Get them involved. Get every organization you can involved. But this is also why I tell you guys, those service organizations that love to sign their name that say they help you really don't do a damn thing. And that's in my opinion. There's some that disagree, but that's in my opinion. They don't do a damn thing but try to collect money, period. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I'm done ranting about stuff. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. Can't wait, because April, yeah, I'm trying to get back into another luxury apartment. And that way, Saturday roll calls can go back off without a hitch. And that's it. Hey, appreciate everybody watching as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.